Hi, my name is Karen Lucas, and this is Glen Elementary School, and I have Miss Ives' 4th grade class with me today. We will actually be focused on the skeletal system today in PE, and we start our November Fitness Challenge, which our word today is muscle, which is a group of fibrous tissue that helps us actually pull up and lift things that are heavy. So our first warm-up today is going to be, we're going to be working our core. So I need everybody to back up to the line. And we're focusing on all the way to the free throw line. So I'm going to use Leah, and I'm going to demonstrate with Leah real quick what you're actually going to do. So when the music starts, Leah and I will come to the line, and we're going to get down in a crab position, and we're going to touch toes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to shuffle backwards. Don't turn around. You're shuffling all the way back, and you're going to drop and do 2 push-ups. And we'll also be using the Tabata app today. So we're 38 seconds on, 10 seconds rest. When it tells you to rest, you can actually walk. So don't forget, you're going forward to your partner, 4 kicks. Okay, and remember, don't sit your bottom on the floor. We're focusing on our core and also upper body strength doing push-ups. You guys ready? Yes. Okay, so when the music starts, you can start. And don't forget to walk when it tells you rest. You got 4 rotations. Go to the free throw line, guys. Free throw line.
Rest.
All right, you can walk for 10 seconds. Keep your bottoms up, guys. Bottoms up. Okay, hand up. A little bit of cool down for a second. Bend both knees, guys. You actually should feel the stretch in the front right here. All right, straighten your back leg out. Now you're stretching your calf. Both toes point the same direction. All right, switch, other leg, arm up, both knees bent. One hand behind your head, pull in. Stretch our triceps just a little. And switch. All right, crab walk so that you can see the screen by the stage.
I can see the screen, but what?
So I found this really cool, neat little video. It's called Mystery Doug. It's Mystery Science, incorporating a little bit of science into PE. And this child has a question for him.
Someone named Gideon has a question about skeletons. Let's give him a call.
Hi, Doug.
Hi, Gideon.
I have a question for you. Why do our skeletons have so many bones?
That's a great question. We do have a lot of bones. Scientists have counted them and found out that there are more than 200 bones in our body. But before we can answer why there are so many, think about this. Why do we even have bones at all? I mean, what good are bones? What do they do for your body? What do you think? Now would be a good time to pause the video and discuss.
Take a guess.
If you didn't have bones, you'd just be like a big blob.
A big blob? Okay. She's actually correct. Well, let's listen to see what they say.
Okay, you ready? Well, when thinking about what bones do, funny enough, it might be helpful to think about a building, like a skyscraper. When people make a building, first they start with some kind of steel or wooden beams. They create a structure, something that's in the shape of the building. And only once they've done that do they add the walls, the windows, the roof, and so on. Sometimes we even call this the skeleton of a building. Your skeleton is no different. The bones are like the steel beams of a building. They give your body its structure. Now imagine for a second if you had no bones at all. What would happen? Think about it. You just flop over.
Yep.
You look like this. There'd be nothing to hold you up. So that's what bones do for us. They give us a structure. But why so many bones? Why do we have over 200 bones in our body? Take your hand, for example. You can see in this x-ray of a hand, there's a lot of bones. Just in the top part of one finger, there are 3 bones. What's the point of that? Use your imagination again. Imagine if your finger had only 1 bone in it. What would go wrong? You can see there'd be nowhere for your finger to bend. You couldn't bend your finger. Each of the places on your body where you can bend something, that's called a joint.
Just remember, what could you not do if you couldn't bend your finger?
Couldn't write.
Exactly. You definitely couldn't write, and you couldn't do a lot of stuff. Let's see what else they say.
So you see, by having more than 1 bone in each finger, that allows your finger to bend. Now, think of all the places on your body that can bend. Your neck, your legs, your arms. You see, if you didn't have so many bones in your body, you wouldn't be able to move in so many ways.
So today's main point, the main focus of our lesson today, is to build the skeleton as a team. So I'm going to explain what you're going to do. If you were on this half of the gym just a minute ago, I want you to stay on this half of the gym. If you were not, I would like for you to walk around the cones and sit on the free throw line on the other side of the gym. And y'all can go ahead and sit right here. So if y'all are the orange team and this is the yellow team, and 3 orange ball bucket catchers will be holding the buckets up to catch the balls from your team over there. So as you guys throw the ball, so let's say for example that Alex picked up a ball and he threw the ball to me and I caught it. So Alex would actually have to run around there. Alex, run around there. This way, Alex, this way. Come this way, okay? And so I have the ball in the bucket, right? And I have to wait for him to come all the way to me. Just remember, you got on the outside of the cones. So he now takes the bucket, and he's the new what? Ball catcher. Okay, and I have the ball. Let's say that just happens to be one of our balls caught here. I have to go around here, and I have to go to the board, which my team is what? Orange, right? Because I'm on y'all's team. And what bone do you think I'd want to get out of the bag first? Okay, you can get out the rib cage, which is fine. Then you're going to take a magnet and you're going to build the skeleton on the board. So the first team to actually build the skeleton correctly will actually win the game. Now, I'm going to be standing over there checking to see that your bones are correct. If they're not correct, I will tell the person as they're coming around, you need to work on it. Maybe you need to turn a bone around. Maybe it's upside down. Maybe you have the humerus in the femur spot. So just remember, we went over the skeleton last week. So we're building on last week's lesson this week. All right, so don't forget to add a bone every time you catch a ball. that so you can catch it. Of course, you got to be able to see it. Woo, they're close. You can move around. You can move around. You don't have to stay in one place.
No, he's too short.
Yeah, he's too short. I don't know. Good enough. Okay, that's pretty good. Yes, I get the last one. Yeah, put the patella on it.
Everybody come to the board quickly.
We did? We got it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a seat. Have a seat. All right, so in that video that I showed you guys, the red one is definitely correct. The left one, just to give you guys some examples of some things that are incorrect, the sternum would have to be flipped. Okay, the two femurs are backwards. Just remember your pelvic girdle is a hinge and pivot joint, so those bones actually, if you think about your fist, everybody make a fist, and then think about your pelvic. It has to slide in there, and your leg, that's how your leg rotates. So that's why those two bones are backwards, but this is correct. Now in the video, it talked about how you can, all your hinges and your little joints and all allow you to move and bend. So what did this game allow you to do? What does the skeleton allow you to do in this game? Do what? What is the main thing of this game?
Like throwing.
Throwing, okay, so you were throwing and you were?
Block catching.
Yep, defending and you were? Catching, okay. So if you think about it, you had to use your entire body in order to play this game. So just think that that's why you have so many bones. And how many bones do we have?
206.
206. And they do what for our body? Help us move. And they basically keep us from turning into jello, okay? Thank you for coming out. I hope everybody enjoyed our lesson today on the muscular and skeletal system. And this is Glen Elementary School.
Glen.